In today's video, I'm gonna be exposing the funnel that Matt Gray uses to make approximately $8.7 million a year, or to put it differently, $728,000 a month. So let's begin. Matt uses this well-known framework, which is attract, educate, and convert. And let's start with the first one, attract. So the whole brand of Matt can be literally captured in just a single word, and this is systems. He uses associations like solo entrepreneurship, one-person business, work-life balance, peace, elimination automation. He's also really being into this anti-hustle and like spirituality, which you can easily see by just looking at every single piece of content that he posts. His aesthetic is very strictly followed by him. He really focuses about this escapist, like green nature, minimalist, modern, which gives him this high trust look because he doesn't focus on hype, but on very low hype things. Now, when it comes to pain and dream, so what every business sells, his before pain is being overwhelmed, trading time for money, burnout, and no system. And of course, his ideal dream outcome is lean high margin business, consistent revenue, clear systems, and freedom. Now, let's begin with his short form strategy. So, mostly, Matt uses Instagram, X, and LinkedIn to create short form videos and posts that get people into his funnel. We can really separate that into two formats, so one video and second written. So let's start with the videos. The first thing that we see straight away when we just look at his profile is this really heavy focus on being always in nature, those warm colors that you see. And as you can see, he's always alone, which gives even more into this solopreneurship and one-person business. Now, when we dissect his videos even more, we can see 5 different formats. So the first one, and probably the most well-known when it comes to his brand, are those super high-quality, smooth animations that, as you can see, get ton of reach. He uses them with his voiceover to showcase complex ideas into simple graphics and animations. Those animations usually are very high tactical things, value-driven content. The second one is the voiceover, and that's something pretty recent when it comes to Matt. This content allows him to share stories and valuable takeaways from his journey, while also selling the dream of, as you can see, being a solo entrepreneur, traveling, and basically showcasing his entire lifestyle. The third one is the music format, where he heavily focuses on music with just some overlay on top of that. And in my humble opinion, those are actually my least favorite. I think that they are both not really valuable, and also they don't seem to get this crazy reach like those animations. Now the next one is the text heavy, and I think this is a great example of how Matt repurposes his written content into different platforms. What he does is he basically takes the takeaways from his newsletter for other things that we're gonna talk about in a second, and he uses them in this really nice aesthetic way on Instagram. And of course, the last one is the super proven talking head videos, when he shares a bunch of value and talks about his takeaways. As you can see, every single time, he's really focused about maintaining the solo entrepreneur location freedom brand. And that's basically it when it comes to his short form videos. Now, when it comes to his written content, he uses his audience from LinkedIn, X, Instagram, and also YouTube that we're gonna talk about in a second to get them to apply to his newsletter. On top of that, he also uses the takeaways from his email and literally does copy and paste to his LinkedIn. Also, what he really likes doing is just putting those notepad photos as a post, and it's actually performing incredibly well for him, so that's why he's doing this pretty often. And the last one is the carousels, and of course he does them on LinkedIn, Instagram, and this is also a super great way to take all this copy that he writes on his email and repurpose them on different platforms. And this is the whole short form strategy of Matt. And now let's talk about YouTube. So again, the first thing that you see when you go to his YouTube is the aesthetic. A lot of peace, a lot of aesthetic in those thumbnails. And Matt puts a great emphasis on YouTube because of course he knows the 7-11 4 rule. That if you don't know, this is a marketing concept that was actually done by Google, and they find out that a prospect usually needs about 7 hours of engagement across 11 touchpoints across 4 different platforms. So that means that a prospect needs a lot of nurturing to actually convert, and Matt of course knows it really well. A recent shift in his content, and something that we see quite a lot right now on YouTube, is that he's going a lot more into this less edited, more raw type of content, doing sometimes those long videos where he literally just sits for 20 minutes straight and just talks to a camera. And he does that because of course this is kind of like the meta right now on YouTube, that people just like the raw style because they are tired of those flashy edits and super high energy folks. And Matt utilizes that perfectly. The big takeaway from his YouTube is basically the brand congruence. Is that even though those videos are completely different when it comes to what actually is in them, every single thumbnail and title kinda works with each other, and that's exactly what makes it stand out. Now, if we take a closer look when it comes to what he actually has in those videos, we can see how smart and strategically Matt uses those videos. So a lot of his videos are based about the problem. So for example, how to work less and earn more money. Of course, people who will click on this video are usually solo entrepreneurs who are tired of working 12 hours a day. So he perfectly targets his ICP with this video. The second type of video are solution-based videos. So again, if someone watched this video and is like, yeah, I want to work less and actually earn more, there is a solution for you. And the solution is how to build a profitable personal business in just 30 days. Matt exactly knows that you really cannot give someone an answer in just 20 minutes. So what those people will need? So they will need even more strategy and proof to actually convert. So that's why he will do like an hour-long video right here, where he literally, just like I am right now, is on Miro and he's breaking down all the important things. On top of that, he utilizes the social proof, where he meets in person with his clients and he talks about his journey. And this is probably the most important step when it comes to conversion that we're gonna get into in a second. And that basically summarizes how Matt attracts the ideal customers to his brand, and now he just needs to educate them on his offer. So let's talk about it. From all of his public social medias, he uses the super simple VSL funnel with a nicely created landing page with a strong copy, a good high converting VSL, and a button to apply now. In the application, of course, he asks about usual things like the emails and contact information. He also financially qualifies people, which of course at his level is definitely needed because the product that he will sell to someone who is under 10K is much different to someone who is above $500,000 a month. After that, he basically wants to specify what is your problem that he can help you with, and after he thinks you are a good fit, you will get a confirmation page when he specifically says that we believe we can help you out. And this is really smart because that makes his entire product more premium and that he basically doesn't sell to anyone, which is really smart. And of course, after that, you will schedule a call with his closer and you will go to Calendly. So this is his whole VSL funnel, but this is not the only funnel that he uses right now. The second funnel is using his newsletter. So all of this attention that he's gathering here, and more than 100,000 people in it, Matt of course is smart and he knows that he needs to monetize them. So when you get to his newsletter, you will get a sequence of few emails, nurturing you, giving you free assets, and at the end of it, you will get a call to action to his offer. And that's how you get into the same application from us right here. And the last super simple funnel is just profile visit funnel. And this is actually the same exact funnel that we use with our client Dylan to go from $9,000 a month to 51K in just 14 days. We use the same exact profile visit funnel that I'm gonna break down to you right now. So basically Matt has this lead magnet in his bio to DM him the word scale for more info. And now all of this attention that he's gathering on Instagram alone is probably tens of millions of views a month. And when someone DMs him that word, of course his setter reaches out to him, he provides a bunch of value up front, nurturing people, and if he thinks you are a good fit, he will of course send you an application link where you go through the same exact system as right here. And that's how you end up on a call with Matt's closer. And that brings us to the last part of the funnel, so the conversion mechanism. So now Matt creates his wealth two ways. One is his standard main offer, which is the private community with mentoring, courses, assets, systems inside of it. And the second one, which is basically a mastermind that he hosts once in a while, and that's how he gets his money. Now, after someone books a call, the lead enters a pre-sale system. When first of all he gets email sequences and SMS sequences with a lot of sales assets. Those are high converting assets like VSL, decision making videos. In the decision making video, Matt personally will ask you to confirm the meeting in your inbox, and you will even get manual reminders, for example from his setter when you go through the DM funnel. You will end up on a sales call with a closer. And now when the call is won, the prospect just goes to the CRM. When the call is lost, Matt just continues to share with you a lot of sales assets and resources over time to hopefully convert you in the future. And now if there's a no-show, a setter and a closer will do a bunch of follow-ups. So it starts with just a closer calling you and trying to reach you while in the time that you should have the call. And after that, a setter will be doing follow-ups with you until you basically answer. On top of that, the leads that didn't book the call also will be contacted by the setter and everything goes to the CRM. And that's the exact funnel that Matt uses to make $8.7 million a year. And I hope it was valuable to you. See you in the next one. Peace.